we head into the weekend marking the 10th anniversary of September 11th, the five of us want to take a moment to share a memory of some of those who perished on that faithful day. For me, Todd Beamer sticks out. I mean, he was a hero. He coined the phrase, "Let's roll." He saved so many lives in probably Washington, D.C. A lot of my friends who were working in the Dome that day. And it came out, his wife Lisa was on television after he had passed, and she said when he was a child, he drew pictures of an airplane and going down, and he talked about it. It was almost foreshadowing, and he always knew, he was a religious man, that he had a bigger purpose on this earth. And I think that's just such a hopeful story, that God does put special people on this earth to do very special things.
Yeah, he's a great guy, definitely. There's so many people to choose from because so many people rose to the occasion on 9/11, and two individuals, and I kind of put them together because really two great Americans. You see them right there. Frank DeMartini and Pablo Ortiz are credited together with saving about 50 lives on the 88th floor. Ultimately, they perished, and it was their action specifically just showing, you know, no kind of fear whatsoever, going back in time and time again. They had intimate knowledge of the construction of the buildings. You can hear actually their voices on their radio. They were able to communicate effectively and save other lives by communicating with law enforcement and fire department as to where people were trapped, and just they're really inspirational stories.
I tell you, there's more courage on that one day than I think displayed any other time in history. It's amazing. I remember Barbara Olson, who was a Republican, but somebody who I sparred with often on television. I sparred with a lot of Republicans, as you could imagine, but she was always somebody who gave a good, decent argument. She never went away angry. She was very agreeable to things. She went down in the plane that hit the Pentagon, and her husband is still alive, it was just very tragic. She had a lot of friends, both Democrats and Republicans, and she was just an all-around good person.
Nice, Bob.
I was on the board of directors of a company downtown, and we were in that building for 18 years. We had moved out of the building. I was in the World Trade Center in '93 when the thing blew up. I was going to work that morning and watched the second plane fly into the second tower. It came down. Turns out 16 of my close friends were in the building. 16 of them perished. One of them, Tom McGinnis, his picture's right here. Good friend. I've drank a lot of pints of Guinness with that guy. It just needs to be said that the families who have been left behind, we should all say prayers for them. We should all thank them for, just being there. And I got to tell you guys, these are the most patriotic people, the people who worked to get save some victims who were actually pulled out of those buildings. And there's not enough time to mention them all, but all of them are in our thoughts and in our prayers.
I had no close friends that died that day, but my next-door neighbors were these really brave guys in Rescue 1. 11 of them died Tuesday morning. I know these guys because they used to play football in front of my building every day, and I always complained when their sirens went off because it would wake me up. And that morning, those sirens blared Tuesday morning, and I remember being really hungover, swearing about it, having no idea that would be the last time that I heard those sirens. And, I mean, they were awesome guys, and I was a jerk.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
No. That's...
I know I am.
But you know, that just one thing I just wanted to say was that you lost a lot of friends. I know you did. I didn't here in New York, but I still think, though, back in watching television, the number of people who are New Yorkers who flew down there, on foot, on bicycles, whatever, to lend a hand. It tells you a lot about, I make fun of New York, but it says a lot about New Yorkers generally. I was impressed with that.
And the rescue workers ran to the building, not away from it. They're heroes.
And I think, we sit here, we're Republicans, we're Democrats, a lot of us watching, we argue, we tend to take different sides, especially on this network. But I'll tell you one thing, at the end of the day, we're all Americans, we'll never forget, and this country cannot be broken. That's a message that I think we all agree on. That's it. Thanks for watching us. Have a great weekend, everybody.